Hello everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending where you're located. And welcome to this new video from the Yokai Watch 4++ series. So I had time to experiment a lot on a second profile so that I could give you the best and complete guide on this game. This is why it took me so long to come up with a second episode. But now we're prepared for whatever things us to come, and so let's go. And now there's a bit of a backstory. We are entering chapter 2, the future yokai detective team. It's going to be what happens before we get into the future, before we traverse that door. So we now are in Summer's room, Summer's house. Summer is our daughter, by the way. And here's Whisper. Now, I believe Whisper in this version, in the Shadow Side version, is the best Whisper like I've ever seen. It's the best version of Whisper in the world. I really love that jacket. Now we play as Summer. Here's a room with Chibanian in its shadow side form, which by the way is so cool. We have Summer's brother room with a little Nintendo Switch in the bed. And down the stairs, down the steps, there should be our parents, which happens to be, of course, Nate and Katie. So it's confirmed that these two will stay together. We also have a little piano, but I don't think we can play it. And out, home. So it happens that they live in a different place than Springdale. So they no longer live in Springdale for some reason, but they live in this place called Sakura Hills. And here's Mickey with the dog. I think he's scared. This is just the funniest thing in the world. It's not even a real dog. So I've noticed that this game is actually really easy to play. You have no problem with the quests and things, because not only you have the little map right there, but you also got the dog that shows you the way, and you can actually control where the dog goes. Actually, if you want to go in a certain place, you only have to pin the place and ask the dog to lead you there. So it's really easy to navigate even if you do not understand the language. By the way, Kome-san, shadow side form of Kome-san, is the coolest thing in the world. It's such a chill guy. Anyway, we are in front of the future Crank-a-kai, and as you can see, it's blocked by something, so we have to use our radar, which happens to be used by pressing the R button. Anything invisible appears, and then we use the watch to make it visible. In this case, there's many of these cracks in the world, which I think they're called like seals or something like that, purple seals, and you have to use your watch to extract out of it something, and it's a sort of a like little rhythm game. It's not actually a rhythm game, but it's something near that, so I'm gonna show you. So every time you do this, as you can see, you're charging something, but the further you go, the more difficult it becomes. In this case, there's no difficulty, as you see. But in the future, you'll see there's little sparkle coming towards you, and you have to parry that. This yokai is just terrifying for all of those weights and insects. This guy is sick. This guy is absolutely sick. And I should say a bit high. Anyway, I think it's time to fight. Of course. Guys, I think this one yokai is the most narcissist thing in the world. It's like the most narcissist thing in the world. Okay, time to fight. So this music is like the summary, it's in my opinion. It's the best music in the game. So you can choose, I'm gonna explain the menu to you all. So by pressing plus from your controller, you will enter this menu setting here. So allow me to move myself up for a second. So as you can see, there's this big menu, and you have right here the list of your yokais and the watcher, and you can choose whether to use by pressing the arrows down and up. Then right there on the bottom right side of the screen, you have the pin section, the back section, and the yokai swap section, which is something more similar to Pokemon than the previous Yokai Watch, because you can use this menu to swap one of the yokais you have, one of the 3 yokais that you are using to play, with one on the bottom row. Now, I don't have any other yokai in the bottom row right now, but there will be. From the bag, you can select food or items to use, and this will, I don't know, heal your yokais or allow you to run away from opponents' yokais. For the pin, I don't use it from the menu, but allow me to show you. By pressing L, you may easily select a yokai by using the stick. And to pin them, you have to press ZR and A. And with this, the yokai is pinned and the other yokais will always target it. So, about the ultimate moves in this game, there's a bit of a mini game like in the others, but it's a bit more like a press game. I think we're done with the fight, so I'm gonna show you in a later fight. But what happens is that you have a gauge, and once it's filled up, you press A and X at the same time, and this makes the yokai turn into its powered up form. In the powered up form, you may press the same button, the same buttons again, and you will enter like a click in the right time game, and this will give you this ultimate move. I'm gonna show you in the next battle. I think we got a coin. It's time to use it at the Crank-kai. So this coin is going to appear a lot in the game, the rainbow coin. It takes like the place of all of the other colored coins in the previous games. So the orange, red, green, purple, blue, and so on coins are all replaced with just one coin, which is the rainbow coin. One thing I discovered, the Crank-kais in this game gives you almost nothing, almost never. So, of course, I'm gonna do a guide on how to get a lot of other coins, some of the most useful ones, such as the special coins and the 5-star coins. There's not a certain way to farm them like consistently, but there's some ways to get some. Okay, so this is solved, and we're moving towards the next objective. So there's many of these treasures around. You'll find a lot. Well, those bottles are like medicines, but you will barely never use them. They're like the worst way you can spend your turn by using an item. I think Summer has a crush on him. Bye-bye, whoever you are. We'll never get to know the English name, probably. Yes, oh, I think that Michi has some sort of a crush on Summer. And I don't know if this is like necrophilia, since his spirit is a dead that beast, that man, I don't know what it is, but it's dead. Oh, there's a legendary item on the ground. It's just a music ticket. So the music tickets, you can use them to like unlock musics that you can listen to passively. You cannot play them during the game. You cannot just select a music and you have that as a regular music. And this is so disappointing because there's so many good musics and I would have loved to be able to play with that. Actually, you cannot. You can just open the menus and listen to the music without doing anything else. So here we are with the quests. We have 3 quests that we need to fulfill in order to keep on with the game. But there's a very easy way to do them. So even though you don't speak Japanese, and if you like do not want to go and search for any, I don't know, video that has the act version in English, what you can do is going on the menu, going right there to the blue menu with a point mark. I'm gonna move myself away. You need to choose the quest you want to commence with, for example the first, and by clicking it you will be able to add a point mark on the map, and so this will send you to where you need to go. See, it's now appearing on the map. It's blue and so not green such as the main missions, and you recognize what you have to do. So of course we have no idea what they're saying, we have no idea what we have to do, but I've noticed in this game the, well, exception made for some quests, the majority of it will be easy to do because you simply need to follow the point mark and do the most, I don't know, intuitive thing in the moment. For example, here the point mark is bringing us right here down the street, by the other side of the lake probably. So there's something here. We have to search in the bush. So when this circle appears on the map, it means that you have to use your watch to search. In this case, we have a very creepy Venus plant yokai. So allow me to show you how the salt moves work. I press A and X at the same time, and it enters its boosted form. Now if I press it again, I get this salt move. In this case, it's pressing A like repeatedly, but sometimes it can be press A in a certain moment or something like that. It's either one of these two things usually. Guys, it's so cute! Oh, this should be called light side form. So, shadow side form are the creepy one. Light side form are like this cutie. Pak. So, I don't know what's the name of this yokai is, so I'm going to turn like the cry into its name. So, Pak. Oh, this is the guy from before. He has a little secret. It seems he can summon yokai. So there's something happening. They are planning to do something. This is really cool. This guy is really cool. Now, I don't know if you can play that as a playable yokai. but it's cool. Before buying this game, I wasn't really sure about like the combat system. I was afraid that it could be, I don't know, repetitive or simply too different from the old Yokai Watch, but I shall say I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm really enjoying the game. So here you'll learn how to befriend yokais. So this guy here, this monkey, is bringing us to a new place, which is where the yokais are befriended. Yoroshii desu ka? So, whenever you fight a yokai, which isn't a specific yokai, for example a boss, or a yokai that you cannot, I don't know, befriend or play, you will have the chance not only to fight it, but also this light blue circle will appear, and if you press A and your watcher is not fainted, you can press ZR and you will extract the con out of it. So the con is this sphere with like the soul of the yokai, and you will be able to turn that con, that soul, into the yokai, the playable yokai. So you will be able to play as that yokai. And I'm gonna show you how. So for this exact case, in this exact moment, he's gonna ask us to follow him into the store, which will bring us into that place I was telling you. But it's not required. I mean, you don't need to do this every time you need to, I don't know, turn the cons into a yokai. You do not need to go search for the door and enter it. There will be a menu added to your menu sections, and you will be able to just press that. I'm gonna show you. So once you're in this place, which actually it's found on top of, it's not visible from here. So, oh yes, it's visible. Right there, there's the like the Cranky Kai casino of the Yokai Watch world. I'm gonna bring you there. So you'll get this this 4 menus, okay? The only one available now is the one you use to befriend your yokais. So from that menu, you will be able to befriend yokais through the cons. You will have a full list of yokais. In this case, there's just this one because it's the only one we got the con from. But you will see the more we go on, the more yokais will spawn here, and so the more yokais we will be able to befriend. So once you choose you want to befriend him, by the way, on the right, on the lower section of the right, you will see there's like the requirement lists. In this case, it's just one golden con. Sometimes it can be multiple different cons. It can also requires an item or a tool or something. And then we can choose which kind of yokai to befriend. It's going to be the same species, but the stats will change, the level will change, and of course even the price to befriend it will change. Now, in this case, I think we can choose whatever we want with no price cap, but in the future, every time you befriend a yokai, you will have to pay a price in terms of yen. So, keep that in mind. So once you do this, the yokai is befriended, you can use it, you can fight with it. About the other menus, we have the green one, the one with the arm. That is for power up your yokais. You can buff their stats by using not only monies but also tools and items. On the lower, the blue one with the sword, you can create equipable items. You can upgrade equipable items. And from the purple one, you will turn cons into different cons by merging them. So let me show you. When you open the menu selection, you have your usual things, but if you press R, you have these 2 new menus. The first will lead directly to that menus I showed you without needing to enter a different map. And the other will allow you to trade yokais with other online or by local. Anyway, the very first quest is completed, so let's go to the second. This is now pointed on the map. I always use the radar because you never know when exactly a yokai will appear. When you see this, if you check with your watch, you will be able to see if there's a yokai. And in this case, it's a crack. And I'm going to see that mini game I told you about, like the pairing. In this case, it's not a yokai, but it's an item. It's a key. Keys will be useful later. I'm gonna show you. So here we have another quest. Quest accepted. So okay, this is a tutorial about the Michi mark. So whenever you see this kind of marks on top of walls or doors or I don't know, everywhere, you need to scan it with your watch. And if you do that, you'll get a reward. There will be a whole menu with the Michi marks so that you can check what you have found and what you still need to find. Anyway, the Michi marks actually give pretty good items and tools. For example, it gives pretty good equipment, a lot of lovely coins, the one for the cranky guy. And so I suggest that every time you see one, you scan it. Anyway, Michi is the froggiest thing ever until now. I mean, there will be a lot of frogs in Yokai Watch 4, you'll see. Michi is the froggiest thing until now. It has a long tongue. It is purple. I don't know, it gives me the froggy vibes. And so we are only missing one last mission. Same thing. We select it from the menu. So here's the second quest, the third quest. Of course, we accept the quest. They're running away? Are they? So one thing I'll never get used to is like the maps. I mean, it's good looking for sure, but it's not really recognizable. I mean, I will never learn to navigate these places without the marks and the map. I don't know, it's not very unique and peculiar like it was in the old 3DS games. So we have these traces. It's like someone went on the walk lane, and I think we have to follow it. So here there's one. There's one more. I think yes. Here's one more. And here's what caused it! 2 bikes! They're pretty rusty. But who are these rusty bikes of? Will they be coming alone? Is there a ghost? Yes, there's a yokai riding it. And it's a bike yokai, of course. Of course. Like, this is the less yokai thing in the world. But I mean, it doesn't really seem like a yokai. from the old generations. But I don't want to be one of those nostalgic people like Pokemon from the first generation were the best. Not gonna be like that. But really, this yokai, I don't really like it. Okay, we fight. So for the yokai moves, you can both choose to do the multiple attacks by pressing Y. You can use a charged attack by pressing X. And you can change the charge attack with X by pressing R. So you see in this case we do a charge up. With this with this we go for the flames. So you see you can change it. I think we're going for the Salt Mate move. We did it! Of course. It wasn't really difficult. I don't know, did the bike went away? It's like the bikes went away, but where? Or maybe we took them. Maybe we took them and now we want, I don't know, to use them. Okay, here's that. Okay, so I think we are asking that to repair those rusty bikes so that we can use them. And of course, he's willing to help us. It looks like they need a bit of a workup. Oh! Wasn't it the fastest thing? So we have to go buy something. So to solve this mission, you will have to go to the Yomart and you will have to buy popsicles. But if I remember correctly, it's not for simple popsicle. You have to get one of each ice cream. So one of this, one of this, one of this, and one of this. If I remember correctly. Well, guys, let's try. And one more of this ice cream. And now, back to the father. Here we are with the popsicles. So you see, we got the ice creams. We needed them to, I don't know, enjoy something fresh in the summer. While father refixed the bikes. And now these will be cold and summer bikes. There will be a bike for each character. And these are the first two you get. And a new friend, a new yokai. I'm not even interested in giving this thing a name. Well, guys, with this, we completed all 3 quests required to move on with the story. And I think that for today, it's been a bit too long, so I think it's time to say goodbye and see us in the next video. So that guy can use magic? I don't know. This game is so mysterious. A screaming voice? So guys, a girl screaming, and the guy Summer is in love with can use magic and summon yokais. I think there's a lot to cover, but not for today. This is a matter for our next video. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the guide, and if there's anything more you would like to know about this game, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, because this helps me a lot more. And of course, if there's any question or anything you would like to know, feel free to write it down in the comment section. I will surely read it, and I will surely tell you how to solve anything with this game. So until next time, stay well, keep ribbiting, and bye bye.